Live from the Georgia State Sports Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, CST and CSS are proud to present Sun Belt Conference basketball. Tonight, the Mavericks of UT Arlington take on the Panthers of Georgia State. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Dorr. Bob Donewald's alongside, and Coach, we've got a 7-0 ball club playing terrific defense. Georgia State looks like the real deal.
They are the real deal. They've got a 2-game lead in this league, but you know what? UT Arlington plays with everybody, and they're not afraid to take big shots at the big moment.
Still a little bit talk about the Mavericks and Reggie Dowell, their star guard. He moves into the starting lineup tonight. Coach, is there any shot he's afraid of?
No. You know what? He leads this league in scoring, and he is a true scorer. Runs the floor, gets his shots there, takes it to the bucket, comes off screens on the ball. But, Tom, he lives behind that three-point line. Over 60% of his shots come from there.
All right, let's talk about the home side. And a coach's son, R.J. Hunter, is one of those special players, looks a lot and plays a lot like one Reggie Miller.
Now, he's the 4th leading scorer in this league, and he's got a great touch. He's a really smart player, very efficient, gets to the free throw line, scores inside, scores outside. But you know what, Tom? He loves to live behind that three-point line, too. Over 60% of his shots come from there. Don't be surprised if most of the shots tonight are three-point too.
Let's see if the topsy-turvy Sun Belt Conference lives up to it, or if the home-sided Panthers get a win tonight. Tip-offs up next.
Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than car insurance. Go to geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO for a free quote. See how much you can save. By Slap Ya Mama Cajun Seasoning, real Cajun seasoning for real Cajun cooking. By Window World, simply the best for less. And by Take 5 Oil Change, home of the 5-minute oil change.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Reggie Dowell moves into the starting lineup. He'd been coming off the bench since he was out for a couple ball games. Lonnie McClanahan can score, but Brandon Edwards is a guy inside that can dominate, and when he gets hot and gets on a roll, he can take over a ball game. Head coach of the Mavericks, UT Arlington, Scott Cross, 8th season. He played for UT Arlington, was an assistant here, and is a great head coach. By the way, starting lineup brought to you by Louisiana Cat. Devontae White, R.J. Hunter, Ryan Harrow, those 3 guys can fill. Any one of them could go for about 25 at any point in time. Ron Hunter, head coach here, guy that has been to the NCAA tournament 3 times as a player, been there as a coach at IUPUI in his 3rd season here. Coach, how about our keys to the game? Let's start with the Mavericks.
Well, Tom, the Panthers play zone defense, so the Mavs need a good zone offense. And secondly, the Mavs need to score well off the offensive glass. Gives them a different dimension. And then you talk about Georgia State. Well, the Panthers score well when they attack the basket. And secondly, Georgia State, if they're playing well, they create offense out of their defense.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting moving Dowell into the starting lineup. Now, he's their starter. He's their leading scorer. Byron Evans, that's Byron right there. Billy Dunlop and Jason Gobble are officials for the ball game tonight. He's their leading scorer, Dowell is. But he'd been coming off the bench and they'd been playing well. But I don't know that he was real happy coming off the bench, Coach.
Well, and I'm not sure what the purpose of it was. It wasn't like, yeah, he's one of those 6 men that is just very, very comfortable. I think it makes a lot more sense to put him back in that starting lineup from the get-go.
Pardon me. Tonight's opening tip-off brought to you by Window World. Let's play basketball. R.J. Hunter gets the tap, gives it back to Devonta White. White with over 1,000 career points here. That's Ryan Harrow, a transfer from Georgia.
They really play 4 men out and want to attack the basket.
Harrow with the giant killer, and they are on the board and hold it. Shot clock went to 30, and the official caught it and said 35. I don't know if you looked at Scott. Immediately I looked at Scott Cross. And Scott looked over at that scorer's table like, you got to be kidding me. 3-0. It's been all UT Arlington. Last time they met was 1991. So it's been a while.
Zone offense, a lot of flashing, and guys will step up and shoot that ball very, very quickly. And Outler, it can really nail it.
Oh, when he gets hot, Coach, he is as good as just about anybody shooting that ball. When we've got an offensive foul that'll go against Devonta White, they'll call him for a block.
That's one of the areas that they're emphasizing more and more is that ball screen. And if you aren't planted when there's contact, they're going to call it.
Shaq White-Miller, the point guard, hands it back to Redger Dowell. And here's that zone. They like to trap out of this. Nice drive inside. Shot was blocked. And here come the Panthers of Georgia State. White can score. Didn't get that one. And here come the Mavericks on the run. A long three. Here he goes. Outler can do that. He flat can fill it up. He's across half court within a step of that three-point line. He's open.
75% of his shots come from there, and UT Arlington loves to run and shoot it quickly.
Coach's son, R.J. Hunter, baseline jumper, and there's all blue shirts around that ball. Mavericks start very small tonight. They started Brandon Williams, a 6'10 freshman, but they moved Dowell into that starting lineup, and they're really small, but they feel like they're in good shape. Ball tapped away, and here comes Hunter. Ahead to Harrow, the runner off the glass, and he's got a couple buckets now.
Both teams play a lot alike. Both teams like to take the ball and go quickly, but what you'll see the Panthers do is usually press us after a made basket.
And that's just what they're doing there as the pass gets tossed. They try another three. He's got 9 of their 9 points, Coach.
You didn't say that with the enthusiasm. He's going to do it again. That's kind of how you said it. But you're right. Hey, he just he's on fire.
That's a day at the office for him as Harrow tries to make a move. That's what he does. Curtis Washington, a transfer from USC, couldn't get it. Ooh, and a hard shot to the face. And here comes Lonnie McClanahan. And this is what McClanahan does, is drive. Dowell says, oh, you're not going to guard me? I'll take that. Good offensive rebound. That's a tough player in Brandon Edwards and gives them a second chance opportunity. Coach, he's really a solid inside player who can do a lot for them.
Yes, and he can go outside. And that's one of the areas I hit, Tom. They need to get some second opportunities on that offensive glass. Now, if you remember when we saw them last week, they played a lot of 4 guards.
Offensive foul. Dowell lowered that shoulder and dove in. That's his first. Marcus Kreider comes in and Washington comes out.
Created some offensive space, just banging, and we don't really get a good angle of it there. But yeah, he lowered that shoulder, and I said, gave himself a little bit more room to shoot it.
Now Kreider comes in. He's not really a scorer. He is a really good defensive player. And I'm guessing he'll be a little close to Outler wherever he is. Hunter, good, quick move, long deuce. Offensive rebound, and the Mavericks come out of there with it. Outler turned and looked. He was ready. And now they'll set their offense. Bounce pass inside. McClanahan got bumped and tosses it away. This is Harrow. The Kentucky transfer goes down the length of the floor. And a blocking foul called on Check. White Miller. It's been the Jamel Outler show so far. The 6'3" junior has got 3 of those. Looks like we're showing you the same shot. Nope. That's the third one. Bang. He's got all 9. We'll be right back.
Call them all out, or just call for the ball, call for a ball screen, let Lonnie set it, Lonnie you go right in. Either way, it's fine. All right, but you got to make sure.
Welcome back, fans. Watch CST tonight at 11:10 Central for a recap of the week in sports on Cox Sports Television. Co-hosts Victor Howell and Paul Crane break down the week's games with highlights and analysis. And don't miss our CST reporters. They bring you features on your favorite teams that you can't get anywhere else. CST tonight live from the Louisiana Cat Studios. Saturdays on CST, your leader in golf, South Sports.
Tom putting McClanahan up in that high post like we saw last week. He takes the ball and goes to the basket so well, and that allows some of those shooters to stand out on the floor, and if he's not open all the way, he can pitch it to those guys for shots.
Harrow knocks down the first. Mentioned that he's a Kentucky transfer. His father had a stroke. He's from nearby Marietta, Georgia, Walton High School. And so he appealed to the NCAA and to the University of Kentucky to transfer. He wanted to be closer to his dad. Both Kentucky and the NCAA said absolutely, without a question. And so here he is in the starting lineup.
You see a different kind of press, a little bit of trapping, didn't do much out of it. And then they go right back into that matchup.
McClanahan with 15 on the shot clock. And the ball is tapped away, and Hunter bounces it ahead. This is Harrow in the lane, and he goes right to the bucket.
Great defensive play by Atkins, jarring that ball loose from White Miller.
It has been 2 guys that have scored every point so far. Ryan Harrow has 8 for Georgia State. Jamel Outler has 9 for Texas Arlington.
The Panthers lead the league in scoring, but Coach Hunter says to me, he said to me today, Bob, it's been our defense that's
and free
made
throw
us go.
shooting. Yeah.
And free throw shooting.
Those 2 things have really been a difference. During the season, they're allowing 71 points a game. Conference, they're allowing 66, 5 less as the ball goes out of bounds.
And the other thing you'll see, Tom, in that matchup zone, Coach Hunter will change how he rotates and covers different players. So the Mavs are going to have a difficult time getting comfortable with things.
Harrell backs it off. Harrell's one of 3 players on the Panthers that's closing in on 1,000 career points. I mentioned that White has already got the 1,000 points. R.J. Hunter's creeping up on it. Ryan Harrell. Manny Atkins as the shot goes off the rim and is tapped out long. And it's a steal, and now Hunter puts up a 3. And Scott Frost is screaming on the sideline for a foul on that play.
The officials just let it go, but hey, was he deep on that shot?
Oh, man. And didn't even think about it.
Great touch by that young man. They have 1 man working inside and 4 guys out on the floor.
McClanahan on the drive gets fouled.
That's what McClanahan does. He drives so well. Watch them bang each other. Is that a foul or not, Tom? I'm going to let you call.
I can't tell. Kreider picks up the personal. I'm not a good referee.
It all depends on whether the offensive player had possession of the ball. If it's a loose ball, then no. There he'll go to the bucket.
His giant killer is short, and a foul call got him on the arm. And now Ron Hunter is letting the officials know that, in his opinion, they might have missed it. And you saw R.J. push him away. That's father and son. And I talked to Ron about it for quite a while yesterday, and he said, you know, the toughest part of having your son on the team, you can't enjoy his success. And he's a terrific player, but he said, I have to be the head coach. And he said his son changed the name in his cell phone from dad to coach.
Well, you know, if I was still coaching, I'd help him out by saying, listen, he can transfer to me, so you don't have
you can enjoy all the games.
And you can come to our games. I'll even let you come to practice.
McClanahan, last 6 games, averaging about 20 points a game. He had 28 at Western Kentucky, 27 and 25 against the 2 Louisiana schools, the Raging Cajun Warhawks. Head shot of the head coach there. You got to shoot into. Jalen Hinton, a 6-foot freshman with the basketball now.
We've talked a lot about the Panthers defense, but the Mavs really get up and guard you.
Hunter couldn't get that one. I think that's White Miller's 3rd rebound of the game. He's also got 3 assists. Kicks it into the corner. Outler for 3. How about that? He's got 4 trays now, and it's 14-11.
White Miller made a beautiful pass.
Oh, wasn't that something?
I thought he was going to shoot it, and he rifled it over there to Outler for the shot.
Harrell inside, and Curtis Washington puts that back up and in.
It's a lot different than a week ago. It looks like we're going to put up a lot of points.
Yep.
See 4 men out.
Why do they do this? Why do they go back and forth against the zone as White Miller kicks it out to Dow? What's the purpose of that, Bob?
I think just false motion, just getting a feel, a flow, not trying to go too quickly. Oh, he can do that.
Oh, yeah, that's his spot right there. Roger Dow, a 6'1 senior, fills it up from that top of the circle. It's a 38% three-point shooter. 5 of 7.
That's not bad, huh?
Oh, nice stop and turn around for Hinton as he knocks that home.
Boy, that was tough because he was leaning back. They like to drive it. If they can go to the basket and drive, they're tough to guard.
A terrific atmosphere, isn't it? Oh, they lost Outler. And he makes him pay and then gets fouled. Curtis Washington, the transfer from Southern Cal, fouls Outler There's the shot, and there's the foul. He's got a chance for a 4-point play when we come back. The video games, he is in fuego, baby. (2015), 6 of 8 from the three-point stripe for UT Arlington. They're living out there, Coach.
Well, and the man that's been doing the most damage is Outler, Jamal Outler. I mean, he has found different spots on the floor, and now we've got a chance for a 4-point play. But, Tom, part of what's going on is, you'll notice a ball screen up here. The defense is having to rotate, and the way the ball is being driven, 2 shooters go to that side. They throw to the first, rotate, and then that leaves Outler, in particular, wide open on that baseline. And the Panthers have had a difficult time rotating inside out to him.
Outler, a 78% free throw shooter, now 30 of 38. Shaq White-Miller, their point guard, has 5 assists already.
I tell you what, he is reading it so well, analyzing, knows exactly what he's looking for.
Another substitution is Brandon Williams, a 6'10 freshman, has checked in. He is a shot blocker and a rebounder, a defensive player. Now Atkins puts up a 3, and the rebound pulled down by Dowell. Oh, Outler was looking. He was ready to shoot that ball. He turned and looked. He was ready. That's going up. You knew that was going up. He does not believe he can miss now. You get into that mode, you do not believe you can miss. Hutter trying to answer short, and the rebound pulled down by Williams. 6 threes is his season high. This would be 7. That was a little quick, Coach.
A little quick. You were talking about being in that zone.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted it.
Oh, great fake by Harrow. What a terrific ball fake. Oh, baby. The 5-star guard. And there's a foul called.
You know, that's kind of like that one at the 10-second line, except it was clearly evident who had possession of the ball.
Yeah.
So now it becomes an easy call.
I'm still going on about that ball fake as he was driving in.
Isn't that beautiful?
By Harrow. Oh,
pulled the whole defense and allowed that lane to be open.
Like the zone read in football. I know you're a big zone read guy.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I got that one. I know what a zone read is, and these guys are reading
They're
that
reading
zone.
the zone, yeah. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Clanahan uses good judgment. He doesn't try to shoot the ball when he can.
Hard pass. And here they come on the run. Look at Harrow. Oh, what a beautiful pass. They get it back and couldn't quite get that one. Harrell's one of those special players. And he's a junior, so he's got this year and next year, Coach.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he read that passing lane very well. He said, I know where you're going to throw it. I know that guy's open in the corner. He just wasn't able to come up with an excellent defensive play.
They had a great start against Western Kentucky a couple nights ago. Up by 12 in the second half and just couldn't hang on. Dow for three.
Dow loves ball screens. He loves ball screens. And if you rotate the Dow, then that baseline is wide open. Panthers are going to have to make some adjustments defensively, or they're going to have trouble trying to stay with these shooters.
Vincent Dillard into the ball game for the Mavericks. Shot clock at 10 now. Harrell breaks it down. Wow. He has gone 3 times down that right side of the lane and scored every time.
Yeah, but it was a great screen, too, by Washington. And you're right, the stutter step, the hesitation, and then the explosion.
He's got 12 points. Drive inside, goes up, ball kept away. Mavericks are 8 of 11 from the three-point line.
Watch that stutter step. They slow down and then go. That's an open post offense. I mean, you're as close to being in the post as any of the Panthers.
Yeah, exactly. We're sitting over here. Dow, a long three. Bredger Dow from way downtown. We're downtown Atlanta. That baby was a long way away.
Did you see that three-point shooting graphic we just saw? I mean, it's unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, that isn't... Dow can make that basket.
Oh,
you got to make Dow put the ball on the deck. If you let him have any kind of daylight at all, you're asking for that kind of shot.
Is this a terrific atmosphere for ball game? Isn't this just a great place to play?
When I was at Illinois State, we had an old barn like this. And
I remember. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, that's right. You probably played some high school games.
Did, yeah.
And 10 people yelling, it sounded like 5,000.
And there you go. 9 of 12.
That'll keep you in the game.
Oh, against anybody, anywhere.
But you would think 9 of 12, you'd be way ahead. They aren't.
No, they're not.
Again, the press. It'll be a little bit changed from the last time.
That's where they trap, is on that first pass, generally. Dow for three. My gosh, this is a great show. You believe how good this is?
Atkins is 6'6", and he shot over him.
This is just unbelievable to watch. And yep, Dow reached around from behind and picks up that foul. He likes that ball screen, doesn't he, Coach, for the three?
We talked about it. He loves it. He begs for it. And if you let him come off of it, he'll make you pay a price in a heartbeat. We'll be right back.
tonight. We should have another good one next Saturday night. Sunbelt men's basketball is on CSS all season long. Next Saturday, Western Kentucky, the Tops have won 4 in a row. We'll be at Arkansas Little Rock, 6 Eastern. Go to CSS-sports.com for a complete schedule.
Yeah, and Little Rock has beaten Western Kentucky 3-3.
Outler's coming back. He has 19 points. Season high 20. Think he's got a shot at breaking that tonight?
They took him out, probably put some analgesic on his right arm.
And a foul on the inbound. Foul's called on Vincent Dillard. Carroll comes back in.
UT Arlington has done this with everybody. They almost beat Texas. They should have beaten
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And they can play. They can shoot the ball. And if you can shoot the ball, you got a chance.
Officials are going to review something. UT Arlington's 13 threes is a high for the year. They've got 10 so far. Outler's got 6 threes. It ties the team high this year.
And he's been open.
Yeah.
The offense has been well structured. And as I said before, the Panthers have had a difficult time rotating to all their shooters.
White goes back on top. Atkins. Quick 3 left side. And Brandon Williams will surprise you. At the end of the ball game, you'll look up and he's got 9 or 10, 11 rebounds. And now he's putting up a 3. Goes high and out of bounds to the Mavericks.
Edwards is a 36% three-point shooter. It isn't like that's atypical for him.
And if you're open at the top of the circle, that's the best look for a 3, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, it is.
I was never allowed to shoot out there. Not even in practice, not even when I walked onto the floor.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Shaq White Miller with it. See, 3 defenders right there trying to prevent that drive, that dribble drive.
See, and they rotated over better that time. Coach Hunter made an adjustment. See, they're standing out there, but that drive is open now. That drive is open, and they were out there on outlet.
Anthony Walker, a 6'9 junior, comes in. He's from San Antonio by way of South Plains College, and he drops that one home. Atkins in the lane, and this one's tipped out. And a foul call. This one will go on Ryan Harrow. Harrow picks up his first.
Actually, it was a pretty easy call, but it was late. I think the official was screened out.
One dribble late, yeah.
If he'd have called it earlier, nobody would have said anything.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why, I'm sitting over here.
You're not going to say anything anymore?
I like officials.
I bet you do. All right, this is a test. This is only a test. Stare at this and oh, he stopped. Didn't realize that it stopped. First free throw is good for Vincent Dillard from Colby Community College out of Sanford, Florida.
His game is all around the basket. If he gets a free throw, that's a plus. He's just not a very good shooter out on the floor, but he really contributes around that basket. And
a left-handed big guy is hard. That's their first miss from the free throw line.
Why is a left-handed big guy hard?
Because you just don't expect it. You just don't expect that left hand.
He's good in there. He's good in there.
Ron Hunter wants it to be goaltending. Can I tell you something? Anthony Walker got way up on that block. That ball was 4 feet out of his hand.
I'll tell you what, the athletes on the Mavs are really good jumpers. I mean, they've got a lot of kids. Yeah, he is up there.
That's up there away.
And that isn't goaltending.
No, that was good for it. This is where they're terrific. R.J. Hunter, just an unbelievable free throw shooter.
And he's from Indiana. I mean, he's got all of the pedigree signs. Coach's kid. Long arms, athletic.
And of course, yeah. 2 times he's Sun Belt Player of the Week. White Miller looks at the press and says, "I got this," and he does.
And he dribbles so low. I mean, you got to get down there low. If I got that low, I wouldn't be able to get up.
Like when you got that parking ticket today?
Oh, yeah, thanks to my cohort.
You knew that was coming as part of the broadcast.
Yeah, I knew. Edwards tried to do something he's not capable of doing. That's taking the ball from out on the floor and making plays.
Now Washington from 15, and there's blue shirts all around the rebounds.
Yeah, not liking that. They're good at that. They really analyze well going for that steal. RJ almost got that one.
A 26-12 run by UTA was 11-10. This copyrighted telecast of Sun Belt Conference basketball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the Sun Belt Conference, CST, and CSS. Interesting how they played that zone as the ball was tipped out of bounds. When it was Dow, they all stayed together. When it was White Miller, they separated and stayed with the shooters.
That's the adjustment they've made. So give Coach Hunter a lot of credit because they're not as open now to match. And the other thing is White Miller didn't have a good angle to make that feed down inside to Edwards. He had to dribble more to his right. Could have caught a trap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. 8th turnover by the Mavericks on that last possession. Hunter inside. He hunts for your arm, got it, and he'll go to the line.
Curl around, second man. Here he comes, and he's got those long arms, and he's athletic, and he can go up in the air and make the play.
And when I say he hunts for your arm, as he's coming in, he's looking for that arm to make contact, so you hit him on the arm. He doesn't look like he's strong enough. He is strong enough to still finish that shot after you hit him.
That's part of that really being a smart player.
Yeah.
Clearly understanding what it takes to get to the free throw line and potentially make the three-point play.
He had a streak of 38 consecutive free throws earlier this year. He's about a 90% free throw shooter, and there's a foul. As R.J. Hunter will pick up the personal, it's his first.
Now, I really don't think a year ago that would have been a foul, but I think there's such an emphasis on not impeding the dribble penetration of the offensive player that the official has to make that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the emphasis. It's not a new rule. People keep saying it's a rule change. It's not. It's an emphasis of an existing rule. Right?
Correct. I don't like it, but it is correct.
Stare into that and tell me what you think. Give me about 20 seconds of staring into that, Coach.
I've seen so many, and that's neat. I think that's part of college basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Having kids doing crazy things. But if it bothers you as a shooter, then your focus isn't where it needs to be.
Yeah. White Miller missed that. 2-1 assist to turnover ratio for Shaq White Miller, their point guard. Spin move by Harrell. And now he wants White out of there. That's what they wanted. That's what they were looking for, this matchup. Hunter got him in the air, found Kreider, and had it stripped away.
Oh, he can go to the bucket.
He can finish. Didn't quite there, and here they come the other way. Harrell drives right down, came up short, but lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. The UT Arlington player, Outler is saying that it went off of Harrell. The official says otherwise. We got a timeout on the floor. Heck of a ball game in Atlanta, Georgia. at the half. We'll talk to Georgia State Director of Athletics, Cheryl Levick. Welcome them to the Sun Belt Conference. Take a look at first half stats and highlights. All that for your listening and dancing pleasures coming up the half. UTA, 10 threes, 1 2-point basket. Georgia State, the three-point shooting team, 1 3, 8 deuces.
But UTA has slowed down in the number of three-point shots since the Panthers have made a couple of defensive adjustments. You know, there's a heck of a height difference right there.
Yeah, it's big time. Outler's 6'3" and Hunter's about 6'5", and it looks bigger. It looks more than that. A runner that came up short, but a foul called against the Mavericks.
It was kind of a, you know, one of those, yeah, you know, I thought it was a good acting job more than a really strong foul.
Vincent Dillard picks up the foul, so Devonta White, over 1,200 career points. He's number 10 all-time. Final basket last year put him at 1,000. 3-year starter in high school, second All-State. Same region as Ryan Hunter. They were co-region players of the year.
How about this? Dow comes into the game and he takes the inside lane position for a rebound.
Do you love a guy like that, Coach? Get out of my way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll get the rebound.
McClanahan.
See, they got 4 guys out on the floor. And McClanahan will eventually get into that high post.
And that's where you like him, right? Yes. He's right there in that spot.
Yes.
Why? What do you like about him there?
Because I think he has the ability to wheel and go quickly.
White Miller got cut off. They're doing a great job against Dow, who's looking, and now Hunter comes over, gives him a lot of pressure. Runner on the way, came up short by McClanahan.
Panthers are doing a better job defensively. It's harder for the Mavs to get good open looks.
Oh, great hesitation. Oh, baby. Another terrific move by Ryan Harrow. He's got 14, and that's a 9-0 Georgia State run. What a move.
We talk about Hunter, but between Hunter and Harrow, 48% of the points scored by the Panthers are from those 2 young men. And yeah, his hesitation, his ability to move quickly and go to the basket in a heartbeat and then finish is really, really good.
Like waiting for that Red Sea to part. It parted, and he went.
You know, I go back, remember the Mavs had like 9 for 12 from the point line, and I said
it's not a big enough lead.
It's not a big enough lead. And I think we're seeing that right now. Now what we need is to see the Mavs make some adjustments on their offense against this zone and thus be able to penetrate more and look to score around the basket. Because it's spread out now. Need somebody up in that high post. There he goes.
Mavs now have gone about 6 minutes without a tray. White Miller tried to bounce it inside, and there's a holding call against Manny Adkins. His second. Fans didn't like it. I think that's a good call.
Oh, I thought it was an extra call. On the penetration, Edwards just backed him in, and I'm referring to Atkins. And Atkins tried to reach over him and knock the ball away. I thought it was an easy call. But it was really a smart play by Edwards. See, that's what you got to do. Remember I said you got to start driving the ball more now because the defense is all out there. And if they start doing that, now it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Because they've really closed off that three-point line.
Yes, they have.
A really nice job. And this is where Brandon Edwards can really make a difference front end of the 1-and-1.
And this is where McClanahan can make a difference because, I mean, he's so quick. He had a great game the other night against Western Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. And he's 28.
That's a pretty good night.
That's a pretty good night. Mavs now 5 of 8 from the free throw line after that miss. And a 7-point game coming up on 2.5 left here in the first half. Pass deflected by Edwards, and here come the Mavs on the run.
Is he quick?
McClanahan gets right to the bucket and lays that baby home.
Is he quick? Did he get down there, or was that just a blue blur?
And the foul on Outlaw. And did you see Kreider? Kreider just kind of turned. The whistle blew, and Kreider just kind of turned that shoulder into him a little bit. Give him that little extra.
Great. Watch him go. Watch him go.
Cameron's got to keep up with him. That's not easy to do.
The cameraman did a great job staying with him.
Devonta White back at the free throw line. 79% free throw shooter. These guys, their starters are unbelievable from the free throw line. White is at 79, Hunter 88, Harrow 82, Atkins 81. Those four, that's astro numbers.
The only thing they do better, I think, is their assist turnover ratio.
Yeah.
It's ranked second in the country.
Yeah. They don't turn it over.
No,
they average
don't.
8 turnovers a game. For a team that runs and presses, they average 8 turnovers a game.
That's unbelievable.
7 turnovers right now. Trying to move it back and forth a little bit. Dowell lost it, and that's a travel. You can't catch your own drop. That's their 11th turnover. Now Dowell comes out as Brandon Williams comes in. Williams much more of a defensive player here. Plus, you don't want Dowell to pick up that next foul. Minute 40 left in the half. White looking for somebody to get it to, and that's a good choice to get it to Harrow. Harrow kicks it back. White thought about that three. Oh, Outwood did a nice job of cutting him off. Shot clock at 12. Shot clock at 5, at 4. Hunter leans in off the glass. Nope, and White Miller, is that about his 5th or 6th rebound of the game? Ball tapped away, and they say that it's off Shaq White Miller and will belong to the Mavs. That's their 12th turnover. A minute left here in the half. Harrow takes his time. Top of the circle jumper, back of the rim. Ahead McClanahan. He beats everybody down the floor, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Lonnie McClanahan out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Kilgore Junior College, has really turned it on as the drive and the foul as he's going to the bucket. Richardson picks up the foul. So McClanahan, a 76% free throw shooter, and a guy that gets to the basket, he goes to the line a lot. Makes the first. Now 4 of 4 from the free throw line for Lonnie McClanahan. And if Georgia State is quick here, they can get a 2-for-1, but it doesn't look like they're interested in that.
I can hear you.
White? All right. McClanahan tried to tap it. Hunter right there. Harrow comes around that screen, gives it back. Hunter for 3. He comes around the screen and drops that home, and this should be the last possession of the half. He's got 11 points now. McClanahan looking. The clock's winding down here. He's trying to turn that corner. Leaner up. No. Rebound. Yes. That will count for Anthony Walker. The follow at the buzzer will count. 43-35. A terrific first half shooting, especially from the three-point stripe. He leans in here. It bounces out in the air. Walker drops it home.
Coach, early in this half, you got a lot of open threes. What were you doing in particular to get them?
We're just moving the ball around, and our point guards were coming off and attacking the gaps and getting into our shooters. And Jamel and Reggie, they got really hot, and they can really shoot the ball. We just have to make sure we take good shots in the second half.
Now, they're starting to call a lot of fouls. Are you concerned about that and keeping that pressure defense?
I am a little bit concerned because they're a great free throw shooting team. I think they lead the Sun Belt. We can't give up unnecessary fouls. We have to make all of our fouls count in the second half.
Coach, go talk to your kids. Thanks a lot. Tommy, back to you.
All right, thanks, Bob. 43-35 on this putback by Anthony Walker. As time expired, the officials just said it is good, so it's actually 43-35. We'll be right back.
Hi, who am I? Well, thank you. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I haven't been back in a long time, so
Sun Belt Conference basketball.
Where in St. Louis?
I went to Pattonville High School.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I was there and then went to Mizzou. So.
By Geico, saving people money on more than car insurance. Go to geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO for a free quote. See how much you can save.
Got it? Okay, thank you.
I didn't want to reach in, and
I appreciate that.
I wanted to help, but
I understand.
This will be over before it starts.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than car insurance. Go to geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO for a free quote. See how much you can save. By Raising Cane's, One Love. And by Screen Tech, your professional source for custom screen printing and embroidered apparel.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia State University, 43-35 Mavericks with the lead. And I'm joined by Director of Athletics Cheryl Levick. And Cheryl, welcome to the Sun Belt Conference. We're thrilled to have you.
Thank you. We are excited to be here. As you know, this is our first full year in the conference, and we're just excited to be here. It's a great conference. It's a good fit for us. You can tell by our basketball play that we're excited to be here, and you know, this is a good fight tonight, but we really are trying to go after our 12th win tonight and break a record. So we'll see what happens. We've got another half.
12 in a row would be just terrific. Let's talk football for just a second.
Okay.
You move up to FBS, and obviously it was a quick move, but you were in almost every game, and Trent Miles did a terrific job. And the excitement, you could feel it every game. Those fans were like, this is it, we're finally going to get it. And you got to know it's obviously coming. It's a terrific program.
Well, thanks for noticing that, because we know that as well. And we really did see the improvement every game, even though the win-loss record didn't show it. Trent's a great coach. His staff is phenomenal. He's having a great recruiting session right now. We've got some recruits here tonight, as a matter of fact. We should have a good signing day next Wednesday. So we're ready to roll for next year. I'm very excited about what we have and where we'll go for football.
And obviously with basketball now, you guys have one of the best intimate facilities. This is fun. It's loud. It's a great home court atmosphere. And I know Ron really loves it.
We love the atmosphere here, and when I got here, we built the seating on each side to be able to have in-the-round crowd, and so our students are on the ends, and our alumni here. We're building a base. They're loud. They're crazy. They love this team. They love Coach Hunter, and they love what he's doing and how he's building this program. So it's been a great win-win, and we're looking forward to getting into that tournament. We're excited about going to New Orleans and playing down there at Lakefront Arena and see what we can do.
And before I let you go, it isn't often that you read about dorms, but the #1 ranked dorms in the United States are right here. Wow. I mean, that's just terrific to see that and to see what the school is building and infrastructure. I mean, this was a kind of a school that kids had come to and then go home at night. Now they're coming here, they're staying here, and there's a fight to get in your dorms and to be a full-time student here.
It's absolutely right, and we really term it, we are a campus in downtown Atlanta. So we have the best of both. We have a campus feel with great dorms, great rec facility, great dining hall. We even have our fraternities and sororities are in condos, so it's really kind of urban chic. But we also can walk down the street for every internship we want, and we've got CEOs and COOs and every company around Atlanta. So we feel we have the best of both worlds. So it's been very effective for us from a recruiting standpoint.
It's got to be. Cheryl, welcome. We're so thrilled to have you part of the Sun Belt Conference.
We're delighted to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right. Heck of a first half. We'll see what we can do second half wise. We got stats, highlights, all kinds of stuff. Stick around. We'll be right back in Atlanta. The Mavericks on the road with a 43-35 halftime lead here at Georgia State. Let's take a look at our standings, brought to you by Screen Tech. Look at the top. Georgia State is 7-0, but look right below them. Coach Harper's team is 6-2. Very quietly, the Tops have won 4 in a row, and boy, I tell you, there is a log jam at 4 losses.
Coach Harper and I were talking about the Toppers today, and he said, he made a great comment. He said, Bob, they know how to win.
Yeah, they do.
And if you know how to win, you can create a lot of problems for your opponents.
Tied with Texas State in the second half at 47. Arkansas State with a lead at Troy. 2 Louisiana schools at half in a 3-point ball game. And a final at South Alabama. Arkansas Little Rock wins it by 4. Again, we'll see them next Saturday night. Wow, all that brought to you by Golden Flake. Heck of a first half. Catch your breath, get ready. The breakneck pace coming back quick. Coach, I'm going to ask you about UT Arlington had this same scenario 2 nights ago at Western Kentucky. How do you get past what happened 2 nights ago and what's happened this season and get a win? What do you have to do here in a terrific environment? I'll say something like that. Okay? Good. Thank you. (43-35), Mavericks with the lead back here in Atlanta, Georgia, Georgia State University. And Coach, let me ask you this. 2 nights ago, UT Arlington, the Mavericks, are at Western Kentucky, have a 12-point second half lead. You don't lose many of those. They did. They've got a nice lead at halftime here. How do you now get over that hump and get a win in this ball game?
Tom, that's a good question. I think all teams have to go through that period where they're close, but they don't get over the hump. What you do is you stay positive. You encourage your kids, but you look at film and you try to say, okay, there's where we lost it because we broke down and shouldn't have done this or that. But if they do something that's positive and it doesn't turn out, hey, same situation again on Saturday, I want you to take that. You stay positive with it, but you try to educate at the same time. And if you do that, sooner or later, they'll make those plays.
Yeah, exactly. They're a good basketball team, and they do. What'd you pick for highlights, Coach?
Oh, you know, how could we not go with a three-point shot from Mr. Otler? He just lit it up, put a highlight film together. If you're going to recruit kids, you're going to say, hey, come here, this is the way I'll let you shoot. He was dynamite that first 15 minutes of the first half. And then on the other end, Mr. Harrell just made some unbelievable drives, cleverness, explosion, athleticism, with the ability to get to the basket in a heartbeat after setting everybody up. Those two young men had a great half.
Take a look at halftime stats brought to you by Atmos Energy. How about 10 of 14 from the three-point strike?
Yeah, but see, as I said earlier, you've only got an 8-point lead. That would concern me a little bit. 11 free throws to 10. Now, that's positive, I think, for the Mavs because they're staying with the Panthers in the number of free throws and the rebounding. How about that rebounding?
Yeah, exactly. Almost double. 43-35. Mavericks with the lead. Halftime here in Atlanta. Have a little popcorn, and we'll be right back.
Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by Golden Flake Snack Food. Sun Belt Conference basketball is brought to you by Golden Flake Snack Foods, the South's original potato chip, and the official snack of the Sun Belt Conference. By Allergies, the industry's first all-natural, non-drowsy allergy lozenge found nationwide at a Walgreens near you. The 2014 Sun Belt Conference Basketball Championship Tournament, presented by First Bank and Trust, is NOLA bound. Get in on the action March 12th through the 16th at the New Orleans Lakefront Arena by getting your tickets today.
All right, set for action here. Second half of basketball.
Trapping right away. Just kind of a false trap there. It's going to be interesting to see how the two teams adjust.
Outler's first three was a little long. He faded away and kind of pushed it a little bit instead of just going straight up or going forward, which coaches always talk about. Always finish toward the basket.
But you know what? He was open. That's
he
what
was.
surprised
Yeah.
me. They let him catch it.
Baseline three on the way. Devonta White, a 36% three-point shooter, makes this a 5-point game. His first points of the evening. Staying this what really looks almost like a 2-1-2. Kick it out to the corner. Outler, I think in the first half would have shot that shot, now passed it up.
It was a good shot fake.
White Miller kicks it out. He's not going to pass that one, ever. He may not have dropped it down, but if he gets that same shot again, he'll take it again.
And he should.
Shooters shoot the basketball, right?
Exactly. And you encourage them to do it.
White trying to make him go left, as you can see, and he didn't like that. He did not want to go to his left. He had an open lane. Now Dowell for three, back of the rim, long rebound, and this happens a lot. When you take long threes, you'll get that long rebound and you'll get that ball back.
I don't think the Panthers have done a great job of going after the ball. I think the Mavs have done a better job.
.15 on the shot clock. White Miller trying to get it, and he did not. Here comes Harrow. Harrow drives right down, kicks it out. Three from the right wing, and the ball tapped out of bounds will belong to the Mavericks. Take a look at leading scorers, brought to you by Allergies. Outler with 19, Dowell with 12. Harrow and Hunter both in double figures for the Panthers.
Outler got most of his in the first 12 to 13 minutes of the game, too, Tom.
McClanahan does what he does so well. He turns that corner.
Oh, he and Harrow are a lot alike.
Oh, yeah. It's like meep, meep. You know, the old Roadrunner thing. He's gone. Harrow, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Terrific finish. He's got 16. Harrow averages 18. McClanahan going right back again.
He stopped on a dime, leaned back to his right. He was driving to the left, leaned back to the right, and laid the thing in the bucket.
He's got 10, had 28 2 nights ago at Western Kentucky. Harrow, little stutter step, had it stripped away, and it'll go out of bounds, but a foul called.
That's a hard matchup for White Miller if he's going to try and stay up on Harrow, because Harrow used that change of pace and explode by you.
Brandon Edwards picked up the personal foul, his second. Hunter leans in, got it, count it, and the foul.
They spread him out across there, Tom, and he just delayed. Now I'm talking about Hunter, delayed and then exploded to the basket, and McClanahan just kind of lost it.
He's got 13. He's the type of guy, he grew up, like you said, in Indiana. His favorite player was Reggie Miller growing up. He finds guys like Reggie Miller did. He'll lean in, he'll get you to hit him on the arm, or hit you on the arm and get that call. He's real smart about it.
He's built
very
like
bright. Oh yeah, he is. But a very bright basketball player. Coach's son, the head coach's son. And you can tell, got basketball smarts. Edwards, offensive foul. Yep, Brandon Edwards now has his third personal foul. And they haven't been able to get him the ball inside. Could he be getting a little frustrated, Coach?
No, I don't know. I missed it, so I didn't see the collision down underneath, so we can take a look at it.
He was just trying to clear out.
That was a pretty good acting job. But yeah, he's trying to clear him out. That's the same play we saw in the first half where he got the call, but he actually went a little bit too soon. He's got to time that a little bit better.
Averages 16 and 10, with 10 rebounds a game, 25th in the country. Harrow backs it off. Now stops, takes a long deuce, and that's a very high rebound for Anthony Walker.
Walker can get up, and he's got those long arms. Need somebody in that high post, fellas.
Fowler hands it
there
right back.
Screen.
Find McClanahan. There he goes, off the glass again. When you're good at that, you can create so much havoc for the defense.
And he slid off the lane that time.
Yeah.
And now he's got a better angle.
He's got 12. I think there are a few Sun Belt teams tuned in tonight. Hunter kicks it back. Harrow for 3. And another rebound pulled down for Walker. The 6'10 junior has earned his keep tonight. Kicked it out. 3 on the way. Look out. Dow for 3. Redyard Dow drains it. And it's 52-42. Back to that double-figure lead.
McClanahan made a great pass. Tom went through traffic with the ball.
Harrow started to penetrate. High off the glass. Long rebound, and here comes Hunter inside. Off the glass, nope, but the follow is good for Marcus Kreider. Good job by Walker there. He went straight up.
You know what? I was thinking that. Excellent call by the officials. A no call.
Yep, exactly.
Now McClanahan continues to operate in that high post area. Now the Panthers are going to have to make another adjustment.
White Miller to the bucket. Yes, and the foul. This will go on Devonta White. And Coach, all of a sudden, getting to the basket with ease and creating points. There's McClanahan. That's the guy that can flat get it done. And there's the pass Coach was talking about for that assist. 54-44. We're right back. Shaq White Miller, a 5'9" senior with 2 points, has really dominated for his team. And you think, how can a guy with 2 points dominate? How about 7 assists and 5 rebounds for a generous 5'9" point guard?
Now, Tom, and I'll tell you what's going on here. The defense is staying out with the shooters. So there's all kinds of gaps in that zone. Because if they collapse now, he pitches, and he's going over White. And White isn't a very big man himself, so he's able to get it up and get the ball in the basket. So very good offensive thinking by the Mavs.
This guy has led his team in assists every year he's been here. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and now senior year, he's leading his team.
Devontae just can't get up high enough to put pressure on that shot.
(55-44). Now Atkins puts up a 3, back of the rim, long rebound. And here they come on the run, and McClanahan got it off the tap and lays it in. They led by 12. Second half at Western Kentucky 2 nights ago. They're up 13 now. He's got 14 points. White looking to pass, did. And now here they come on the run again. And the ball tapped away and a foul call. This has been the best performance we've seen for the Mavs. I mean, the first half they shot the 3 well. This start of the second half, Coach, they've been really good in all phases.
Almost intercepted the ball there by Atkins. You alluded to that. And then he wasn't able to come up with it. And the defense is beat because the offense had beaten them down the floor. I think the Mavs are doing a marvelous job of running the floor. Panthers are on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, they are. That's a really good point. And I think surprised, but they've been in this position before. You don't win 11 in a row without being behind in a couple. Good pass inside. McClanahan kicks it out. Dowell a long 3. Look out. They're on a roll now. 60-44. He's got 18.
You've got to make him put the ball on the deck. And Devontae didn't do that. He let him shoot it over him.
And they were looking for R.J. Hunter. It'll go out of bounds. And the UT Arlington faithful up behind their bench starting to make some points.
Watch that back cut. Great back cut. Now throw the ball back out. See, he's slow rotating back out to a shooter. He's getting caught the piece in between. I mean, either get out on those guys or collapse inside.
Mavericks are 12 of 19 from the three-point strike. It's unheard of.
Most of them have been wide open.
Baseline jumper on the way, and Brandon Edwards is a good shooter. He's a 51% shooter from the floor. Just couldn't get that one to fall. Good help, good rotation, and then the foul.
The ball screens have not been as productive for the Panthers tonight. They've had difficulty coming off the screens and getting things done. That was the exception to the rule. Now with Washington going to the line off the foul.
Ronnie McClanahan picks up the foul, his second. Curtis Washington. Played 3 games at USC. The next year, 2011-12, he had a torn labrum and was out all year long. 2012-13, he transferred here and sat out. So he missed 2 straight years of playing and is now finally back on the floor. He's got 4 points.
You get out of the way and let him bring it. Here comes the trap. Oh, look out.
McClanahan, full speed ahead with the left hand.
And they were trying to get the charge and weren't able to do it.
He's got 10 in the second half. And White got hit on the arm, and Roger Dow got the personal foul.
Now, against the way that the Mavs are playing that, watch this strike. Oh, watch it. Left hand. I'll tell you what, you've got to be an exceptional athlete to complete that play.
First one is good.
Let me go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
The Mavs are trying to force you to one side of the floor or the other. And the Panthers have had difficulty using their screens on the ball effectively, and now going back after the big guy or the guy guarding the screener and create offense out of it.
11 points for him. Now they take the press off. It's going to be a half-court trap. Oh, and R.J. Hunter almost got that one, Coach. We got a timeout, and I think that may be a good time for UT Arlington to talk about that half-court pressure. 62-48, Mavs with the lead. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, we'd love to hear from you. Tag the Sun Belt Conference on Twitter and Instagram accounts and use the hashtag #NOLABOUND as we get set for the 2014 Sun Belt Conference Basketball Tournament, March 12th to the 16th, presented by the good people at First Bank and Trust. Bob, one of the things that Ron Hunter does every year is a program it's called Samaritan Feet. He coaches barefoot one game every year. It's to support the 300 million children worldwide who do not have shoes. In 2011, he took his team to Nigeria. In 2012, he took them to South Africa to support children without shoes, bringing shoes to them and helping raise awareness to the cause. This is a guy that really cares about the community and cares about shoes for kids. McClanahan doing a little dribbling.
Got to get somebody in the middle of that thing.
Shot clock at 8 at 7. Across the floor, it's tapped away. Here they come on the run. Ahead, Hunter lays it up and in. That half-court trap finally got them a steal. It's a 12-point game. R.J. Hunter has 15 points, and this crowd comes to life.
Mavs looked a little unsure of themselves in that.
And Scott Cross wanted a timeout.
Good timeout. Very good timeout by Coach. he needs to diagram exactly what he wants to do against that half-court trap.
We'll take it. Show you this last basket. Good interception, bounce it ahead, find the guy that can score, and he did all of that. .52-50, Mavericks with the lead. You talked about the timeout that they were going to take, that it was a good timeout. What do you do in a timeout like that when they're causing you problems?
Well, you have to make adjustments on your offensive thinking and how you want to attack this half-court trap. Now, what Coach Hunter will probably do is change it a little bit. But they've got to get people up in that high post where they can get the ball to them right there.
Oh, great move. Terrific pass and a really nice play by Edwards. You coached this game for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, you know what? That's the fun part of it.
Runner by R.J. Hunter, and now it's going back kind of what we thought it was going to be, the up and down affair. He's got 17, and it's still a 12-point ball game. Ball stolen away, and here come the Panthers of Georgia State. Free throw line jumper, how about that? Devonta White makes it a 10-point ball game. And this pressure has taken its toll, Coach.
Yes, it has, because they look a little unsure of themselves, except for the basket they made just a moment ago. Now they need to keep that man up in the high post and get him there.
Lob inside looking for Edwards, and it's stolen away. 15 turnovers for the Mavericks.
Not sure that was a good time to do that.
Hunter drives, caught it, nope, rebound fought for. And jump ball, alternate possession will go to Georgia State.
I thought McClanahan did a great job of using his hands there because he was beat on the drive and knocked the ball loose from RJ and prevented him from scoring that basket.
Big points off turnovers, Coach. 15 Maverick turnovers, 16 Georgia State points off those turnovers. There's the graph tell you that story. Hunter, baseline three, wouldn't stay down. Long rebound, and they'll get another chance. The 50-50 balls all of a sudden going all the Panthers' way. White in the lane, up, under, good, and the foul.
The Panthers are now tracking the ball down and creating offense for themselves out of second shots. They're rotating defensively and drawing the ball loose and creating offensive opportunities for themselves out of that. Good shot, fake, and drive.
White 5 of 6 from the free throw line, has now 11 second half points. And substitution, Reggie Dowell is coming back in.
Well, you got to have Dowell on the floor. You got to have 4 guards on the floor.
And Dow just waves everybody out of the way. I got it.
Now they'll come trapping in a minute. See, he's got to turn and go.
McClanahan in the lane, no, but he's going to the line. And when they're able to get McClanahan the ball in that spot, you've talked so much about near the top of the circle, the free throw line, he's been deadly.
Well, and the other thing you can do, Tom, is you got to bring Edwards over. We see him there at the bottom of the screen. He's got to come over quicker so that he's in a position to either get the rebound, or if they don't let you get the ball in the high post, you can go to the low post.
Now Dowell comes back out very quickly.
Not sure what that's about.
And Edwards goes out, and Anthony Walker comes back in. There you see the numbers. 18 for him now. Coming up on 9 minutes left with a heck of a game here in Atlanta. Devonta White from 15 came up short. Rebound, goaltending. That'll be goaltending.
Panthers are getting more second shots.
And playing a little offense, defense already now.
That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. See, that's a second shot that end up easy goaltending goal. But the Mavs aren't doing as good a job of keeping the Panthers off the offensive glass as they were earlier.
Yeah, good point. They own the backboards.
Right.
What was it, 18 to 10 at half, I think, was the stat you pointed out.
And they've got to get that stop. But it's a great job for the Panthers.
Adkins tapped it away, and they say that it went off a Dowell. No, they say he stepped on the sideline. Okay.
See, what you got to do in that situation, Tom, you don't try to beat them along that sideline. You bring the ball more to the middle so that you've got room to wheel and now go to the sideline. Because if you stay along that sideline, it's like an extra defensive player there.
Yeah, exactly. It's that extra defender.
So bring the ball more to the middle. Press is really effective right now.
Atkins starts to drive, gives it back. Harrell picks up his dribble, goes out to White with 12 on the shot clock. White around the screen, blocked, goaltending again. I believe that went off the backboard, and it's goaltending. He's got 19 big boards.
What the Panthers are doing right now is once you go by that screen on the ball, they're going right at the defensive man guarding the screener. Well, that was close.
Yeah. He got way up.
Well, trapping. Somebody better get that high
They can
post.
catch him off the glass, and he'll go to the line. One of the things you talk to me a lot about when we're eating lunch, eating dinner during games, when someone presses you, you need to get 2 or 3 baskets right away to get them to take that press off and to think they can't press you.
You do them a favor, the defense, if you don't attack the basket with aggressiveness. And I don't mean long-range shots. I mean just like what Dowell did right there, going to the bucket.
Dowell trying to split the free throws. 5-point ball game, 8:16 left. And here's that offensive-defensive substitution again. And with so many stops here in the middle of the second half, it's worked out pretty well for Scott Cross. He's gotten his defense in, gotten his offense back in.
Hasn't hurt him. Hasn't hurt him, I agree.
Harrell falling down, now gets it back, and they'll reset with 16 on the shot clock.
A lot of driving by the Panthers. They're opening that post way up. There they go.
White had it blocked. It'll go out of bounds, and 8 on the shot clock. And they're wanting to know if that ball hit the rim. Timeout, 7:48 left, 67-61. We will be right back. Georgia State students having a ball at this basketball game. Terrific venue, a 6-point ball game, 7:48 left. Georgia State wanted a shot clock reset. I don't think they deserved it, Coach. There was no change in possession, and I don't think the ball hit the rim.
No, I don't think that ball hit the ring at all. It was an excellent block. But again, we see that the Panthers are taking the ball and driving it right at the defensive man on the screener and trying to create offense off of those drives.
Hunter stops, turnaround jumper back of the ring, and the ball kept out of bounds will stay right there. And now they get a fresh shot clock.
You give a team 3 opportunities, and by and large, they'll score on that 3rd opportunity.
They average 78 a game. In this case, he traveled. And here comes the offense again. Brandon Edwards and Reggie Dow come back in.
It's clearly evident that he feels the men that he's bringing in are better defensive players, but he's got to be careful because he could get caught if the clock keeps going without his best player on the floor. See, there you go into that middle. There you go into, see, he didn't drive the sideline, drove right into the middle.
No basket, the official says.
And he's so quick that he's difficult to stay with.
Hunter picks up his 3rd, 15th foul with 7:31 left. Ryan Green checks in. Edwards tried to get that, and he about got tackled in there.
Well, they set it up well. They set it up well by McClanahan coming out like they were going to throw it long to him, and then it was just one-on-one down inside.
Edwards wanted it, and instead they are forced to use a precious timeout of 30.
Excellent defense by the Panthers. They shut all the passing lanes off, and that timeout could come back to haunt the Mavericks if this game goes down to the
If they need it.
Yes, right. Very good defense.
6-point game. It hasn't been this close since 47-42, the 14:39 mark. Fans, everything you need to know about Sunbelt Conference is available online. SunbeltSports.org. You get scheduled, recap standings, statistics, championship information, and more. Only at SunbeltSports.org. March 12th through the 16th. You need to be in New Orleans for the Sunbelt Conference tournament.
I can't wait. It's going to be just fantastic.
We're doing all the men's games. Every men's game will be shown live. Edwards, good move by McClanahan. He just couldn't get it, and he'll go to the line. He snuck right in front and almost got the layup and the foul.
No, now I need to correct you, Tom. He didn't sneak in. He exploded in. He just motored. And just kind of, you're right, he kind of caught Atkins by surprise. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, right. You're a little guy. Little guys don't come in here. Get out of here. Guess what? He's going to the line now.
They got to put those in the bucket now. And they have, till just recently, been very productive.
Yeah.
Dow goes back to the bench, as well as Edwards.
Double miss for Lonnie McClanahan. Doesn't happen very often.
76%.
Yeah. White trying to penetrate. Now kicks it out. Atkins on the drive, goes high, got it, and the foul. Manny Atkins, the senior from Tucker, Georgia, started at Virginia Tech.
Good ball fake, got him leaning, drove the lane, You're guarding a man up there in that area, Tom. You can't cheat one way or the other. You got to play that up. Because if they go down the lane, it's tough to get help side defense when the ball's going right at the basket.
Big difference. He was red hot that first half as the free throw is no good.
I think the Panthers just took him out of it by making adjustments in what they were doing defensively.
Flanagan trying to get open in that top of the circle area. And there's a foul. Green will pick up the foul, and they're going to the line now.
Now, you know what? Dow did what you were talking about Hunter doing. Only he didn't do it. He didn't do it in the air where he got into the body. He did it off the dribble and caused the foul.
Yeah. Georgia State on a 19-7 run over the last 7 minutes. He's got that gunslinger
mentality.
Yeah, I mean, you could see he let that free throw go. He knew it was going in. 21 for him now as he'll come out.
You know, the other thing is, doing it this long, that's difficult for a player. You put yourself in his position, in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, a couple of minutes is one thing, but for 10 minutes?
But he's making it work.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with it.
Kick it out, Harrow. Stops, long juice on the way. Nope. And a rebound foul. And I think R.J. Hunter was holding on that one.
I think it was Kreider, but neither.
Was it Kreider? Okay,
yeah. It was Kreider.
Yeah, good call. And again, they're going to the line for the 1-and-1, and Kreider's picked up his fourth. Kreider's the guy that Coach Hunter talked about so much as being the defensive difference. He said, we started to bring him in and let him play defense, and he said, he's just terrific. He's such a difference maker defensively. It doesn't show up in the box score. Free throw is missed.
And that's what Walker gives the man.
Arrow drives in. High arcer, nope. Rebound tapped, nope. Tapped out of bounds. Will belong to the Mavs. Now, we showed that graphic a minute ago that Outler hasn't scored in a long time. Think that affects his mentality at all?
I don't know the young man well enough to tell you. It could, but he hasn't panicked. He hasn't all of a sudden shots he had no business taking.
24 minutes it's been since he's put a point in.
They just haven't left him alone.
With good reason. Right?
Absolutely right.
There he is. Oh, he was wide open for a second. He couldn't believe it. Now they go inside Edwards, and his pass deflected. And here come the Panthers on the run. Hunter waited, read it so well. A Reggie Miller type play. He read it, waited for the man in the air, goes up to shoot, and he'll go to the line for three.
He is such a smart basketball player. He clearly understands how the game needs to be played. And he's efficient. I use that word in the open. We don't use that word often, but he just makes the most of what he does.
He's at his season average now of 20 points. He's a sophomore. How good is he going to be in 2 years?
Yeah. I think he's got a future beyond this level.
Yeah. A 4-point ball game, and for UT Arlington, it's got to be like Groundhog's Day. We've seen this movie before.
Yeah, and you go back to their non-league schedule, and you had Texas. Well, the same thing. They were right there with it.
69-66, 5:47 left. A full timeout here in Atlanta, Georgia. Scott Cross is talking to his team, trying to get them set. Women's college basketball is on CSS all season long. Tune in tomorrow. Georgia Lady Dogs take on Mississippi State at 3. Visit css-sports.com for a complete schedule. All right, now Scott Cross is talking to his ball club. They're in a little bit of a funk, Coach. What do you say to your team right now to try and get them to get back to what they were doing so well?
Well, I think you have to be very specific about the kind of penetration you want, where you want people to be, and taking the ball to the basket and utilizing the backside, the flash, and cut to the ball, I should say it that way, so that you have more than one option. Don't get yourself pinned along that sideline. And then secondly, down here on the other end, they've got to start going back after the ball the way they were doing for the first 25 minutes of the contest. Use more ball fakes, because the Panthers will go for those ball fakes as they think you're going to pass the ball. I didn't say shot fakes.
Right.
Ball fakes.
Shaq White-Miller, their point guard. And McClanahan will play a little catch here. You can hear this crowd. Student section right behind us, and they are going crazy. Dow couldn't get it. Here they come on the run. Green in the lane, missed it. Atkins inside, missed it. And Owler right there for the rebound. Now here come the Mavs on the run. McClanahan out to Dow for 3, front of the rim. And how about that? That's a big bullet that the Panthers dodged there.
It was a big bullet that the Mavs dodged.
Yeah, good point.
See, they're driving right at that man.
Blocked out of bounds by Brandon Edwards, who's 6th all-time in rebounding at UT Arlington.
McClanahan was slow getting the ball to Dow. Watch this. Rotates over. Point. Yeah, and grab the ball. See, you bring up a good point that only a big man would. Knocking the ball out of bounds is okay, but if you could tip it lightly and come up with the ball.
Absolutely. That's a big difference. Right now, they've got it back. And he had every opportunity to grab that one.
But see, most of them want to swat it.
Absolutely.
You don't really want to swat it.
Nope. Not if you can grab it. R.J. Hunter for 3. We're tied with 4:35 left. R.J. Hunter. Wow. What a show.
They'll get somebody in the middle of that thing. Now, you just got to keep playing, though, if you're the man. You can't pin.
Last time we were tied, it was 11-all. Bounce in the lane, off the glass, no, but a foul called. And Vincent Dillard, just a 48% free throw shooter, will go to the line. He's 22 of 46 from the free throw line.
Dillard did a great job. He was on the opposite block and just cut right up into that high poster and got the ball and reeled and went to the bucket. Good offensive play. Got a point out of it.
Yep. They're 14 of 21 from the free throw line. 71% on the year for the team. And he got them both.
He looked good on it.
Yeah, he did. Nice arc, nice rotation. What a ball game. 4 minutes left. Is this Sun Belt fun to watch every single night?
Both coaches have done a great job of adjusting to what each was doing to the other. Here comes Hunter around that screen.
And he's letting it fly again. This one long rebound. And it's pulled down by Dillard. Now a 2-point lead and the ball. And as you mentioned, 2 of your better offensive players are on the bench.
You see that? Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth, so you got to be careful exactly what you do.
And here comes Harrow driving to the bucket and lays it in. The veteran from the University of Kentucky, the transfer, ties it up. He's got 18.
Now you can compact that thing a little bit more because you don't have as many shooters out there.
And they're right on McClanahan. Shot clock at 9 at 8. They got to get something going here. White Miller for three, back of the rim. And it's tough without Dow in the ballgame. A 21-7 Panther run. This, looked like he could have traveled there, and they'll go back to Harrell. Looking to take the lead. Fadeaway jumper, nope. And now McClanahan accelerates up the floor, trying to beat everybody. Drives in, double pumps, nope. And White with a rebound, and McClanahan is hurt. He has hurt his left knee. Hunter for three. And we've got an official timeout. Monty McClanahan is down under the basket and is hurt. And the officials are talking right now. McClanahan tried an acrobatic shot under the basket and came down and started to grab that left knee.
Well, it looks the way they're addressing it that he's got a cramp, which I hope that's what it is. See, look at the way he's pulling on.
Yeah.
So I would say that we're pretty good chance of seeing him back on the floor.
2:20 left, 74-71, Georgia State with the lead. We will take a break and be right back. A terrific game in Atlanta. Welcome back. 2:20 left, 74-71. Georgia State with a 3-point lead. Redger Dowell is back in the ballgame.
Yeah, you need to leave Dowell on the floor.
The last Mavs field goal was at the 10:55 mark, 8.5 minutes ago, Coach.
They've done a marvelous job of getting back in this game. And they've done it defensively, they've done it with their offensive rebounding, and they've done it with really smart offensive play.
Had a drink spill over at the Mavs bench.
You don't think they did that on purpose, do you?
Was it a game where that was done on purpose? Give you 3 guesses who did it, too.
Did Coach say anything to you?
Me? No. Are you kidding me? I'd have gotten shot if I did that.
Okay, here we go.
Mavs need to be able to attack and have success here. They leave White Miller open with good reason. He's not a shooter. Dowell is a shooter and a scorer. Roger Dowell with a huge bucket. We've got a 1-point game with just under 2 minutes left.
Came off the ball screen, got just enough daylight.
Atkins drives, kicks it out, and they'll reset. Got Shaq White Miller, a 5'9" guard, guarding R.J. Hunter.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, this is a bucket.
There's Harrell. Oh, great dish. Pass inside, stripped away. What a defensive play.
Gillard did a great job of jarring that ball loose. Coach Hunter wanted to foul, and he didn't get it.
And this is Roger Dowell time. Number 1 in blue. This is where he shines, right there. He wants the ball. He wants the shot. Jack White Miller will put up a 3 and a huge one. Oh, what a big 3 for the senior from Port Arthur Memorial High School. Jack White Miller. They left him alone, and he made him pay. 58 seconds left, and the Mavs have a 1-point lead. The officials are trying to see if this is a 3-point shot by Shaq White Miller. Watch his right foot. He is right there, but I don't know that you can tell for sure. "13 threes for UTA, ties their season high."
The other thing is Harrell stayed way out on the floor with Dowell, and he could have been in a position to create problems on that shot.
What a ball game here in Atlanta. Harrell, the All-American high school player. 3, nope, rebound fought for, loose. Oh, what a hustle play by Vincent Gillard. He dove on the floor, rolled, got it, and called a timeout.
Before that,
great hustle play.
Before that, he ran around him and jarred the ball loose from Atkins. Watch it. Right? Now, look him go around there and got that hand in there and jarred it loose and then had the presence of mind to take that timeout. Really good, smart basketball play. You see, you've been there before, and that doesn't mean they're going to win this game, but they've been there before And you just got to keep playing and keep playing. I want to make one other quick comment. They're doing 2 players now with leg cramps. They played on Thursday in a game that went right down to the wire, where the Panthers, because of that snow problem here, got some time off, and we're seeing a little bit of the effect now. They'll catch the Panthers on Monday, but I think that's a little bit of the leg cramping.
Yeah, well, we mentioned earlier, South Alabama and Georgia State was snowed out on Thursday night. They'll come in on Monday to replay that game.
Now it'll be interesting to see how the Panthers defend this possession.
I think we just showed that UT Arlington has 2 timeouts left. I think they're out. I believe that they're out of timeouts. With 36 seconds left and a 2-point lead.
You're going to see a trap as soon as he gets over that line.
About a 4-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. Oh, Edwards! Brandon Edwards just drove the baseline and dropped it home. We've got a 4-point game. White lowers the shoulder off the glass, good. And Ron Hunter wants a timeout. Boy, that was easy and quick.
That was too quick if you're for the Mavs. Great offense by both teams. Taking that ball, exploding to the bucket, everybody paying attention to him, and then he's wide open. Edwards is wide open as he cuts to the basket. Great play, and then very quickly going back down on the other end. Did he throw that ball down?
Oh yeah, he was not going to miss that baby.
And then on the other end, for the Panthers to get it and get the basket that quickly without taking any time off, that was a big plus.
Devonta White with 15 second-half points for Georgia State. Their point guard. There we go. 2-point ball game. Georgia State with 2 timeouts. The Mavericks have to get the ball in bounds. They have no timeouts left. And the next Georgia State foul is a 2-point free throw. Look at Dow. Get out of my way.
Well, trap.
I got it. And there is the tap. White drives in off the glass. No! McClanahan, who had the cramp earlier, is there for the rebound, and he'll now go to the line.
What they're doing so well, the Panthers, is they let you dribble the ball up the floor, and then they rotate over very, very quickly and steal the ball, and you got to make this play. He made a hard play instead of just going in and laying it in, and I'm referring to White, because White just missed it. Devontae just missed the shot.
And so often you make it harder than it has to be. Coaches will say, just make a layup.
And we wasn't going to foul him.
Lonnie McClanahan, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 of 9, and it's a 3-point ball game. As Ryan Harrow comes back, this to make it a 2-possession game with 13 seconds left.
And the question is, do you let him shoot a 3 when they bring it across?
You talked about this last weekend. Foul him is what you thought.
Yeah, but not with 13 seconds. I'd let that clock
go. Edwards with the rebound, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Brandon Edwards with 2 monster plays down the stretch. A dunk, and now an offensive rebound on a missed free throw. And the 80% free throw shooter, 89 of 111, is going to the line for 2 shots. He's 1 of 2 so far this evening. Oh, you could see he kind of short-armed that one, Coach. To make it a 2-possession game.
How about that?
Yeah.
Give him credit.
White across the half-court stripe. Hunter, long 3. Wow! Oh my, what a shot! Exactly what Reggie Miller would have done. R.J. Hunter did it. Oh my! What an impossible running away from the basket 3. He's got 20 in the second half, and it's a 1-point game with 5.5 seconds left. Huh.
That's why you foul.
There you go.
That's right. But, you know, that's tough. You got to be counting to yourself. And when it gets into about 6 or 7, you know, with him on the ball, I'd rather have him line, because now he's got to make a decision of miss or and try and go for a rebound. But they got to get the ball in bounds, and they don't have any timeouts. Remember, we talked about that timeout might come back to haunt them when they couldn't get it in bounds in the out of bounds play.
And I think they're looking at timing here. Where was the clock when the ball went in? 5.5 to 5.9, right in through there. That's what they want to see.
That's an incredible shot.
I saw Reggie Miller do this so many times in the NBA.
He has got a bright, bright future.
Oh. They want to see it. They've asked one more time. And you can see it rattles here. Right there at 6.1. There it's at 6. And are they going to put 6.1? Yep.
You know, with 6 seconds to go,
a lot can happen.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily foul with 6 seconds to go. Now, if it's inside of 5, then I think you put him at the line. But knowing him, he'd have thrown that ball up there. You had to foul him when he got it. Okay, this is going to be interesting. They're going to switch everything here.
Dow gets it, and they foul him with 4.9 on the clock.
The Mavs did a great job of getting the ball to the right man to shoot the free throw. Whether he makes it or misses, neither here nor there. Very good offense by the Mavs. Good coaching.
Roger Dow with 23 points. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 2 shots. And R.J. Hunter has 4.9 seconds left no matter what happens here.
Now, if he hits this one, when whomever gets close to that 10-second line, now you got to think about foul. If he hits this.
Hunter started to run away a little bit, and all of a sudden McClanahan went to find him. Georgia State 6 of 18 on three-point shots.
I'd make it tough for Hunter to get the ball here, too.
Knocks them both down. 4.9 left. The clock is ticking, and they do. Oh, no, timeout. With 2.7 seconds left. Neither team with a timeout now.
Now
a 30-second timeout.
Okay, here's what you got to do, because the drive to the basket is neither here nor there. You got to switch every screen,
right?
And you got to be as big as you can be to make it tough for guys to shoot over.
Do you foul?
Oh yeah, if they get the ball in bounds, yeah, you can foul. If you can foul without a guy going in the air to shoot the ball. As soon as it's in, you can reach and foul right there. But if you miss it, now you got to switch everything. You got to put pressure on every shot. But your first option, yes, foul it as soon as they get in, and try not to let Hunter get the ball, because he'll throw it up there and they won't give it to him. That's unfair. He's smart enough to make it a shot attempt, and now he's at the line.
They're looking at the time again. Hunter's 5 of 10, White 1 of 2, the three-point shooters.
If you can get them to get the ball defensively, if the Mavs can get the Panthers to get the ball with their back to the basket, you got to reach around. Don't grab him, but reach around and go for the ball.
Now 2.7. They've added 0.6 of a second, so it's 2.7 seconds left. A 3 ties the game, and Anthony Walker, a 6'9" junior, is going to guard the inbounds pass.
Now, if there's a screen here to get somebody open, you better switch it.
Marcus Kreider will throw it.
Yeah, they're trying to get it to Hunter.
Get it to White for 3 for the tie! And now Georgia State has come onto the floor to celebrate And Scott Cross is screaming that it's a technical foul. .4 of a second left. We're tied at 82. Georgia State is trying to get Brandon Edwards into the game, and the clock operator did not let him in. And the officials will not let him in either. This has got to be a tap. You cannot catch and shoot with 4/10. McClanahan will not have time. It was close. Bob, we're going to overtime.
Going to overtime because they didn't switch the screen and left a man wide open. They did a good job. I'm talking about the Mavs. They did a good job of keeping the ball out of Hunter's hands, but they didn't communicate, and the man was wide open. See, look at that. He's wide open.
A 36% three-point shooter from very deep sends us to overtime. The lights are going out. In overtime, Texas Arlington 2-0, Georgia State 0-1. How did we get to overtime? A wide open.
Well, Devontae White is standing wide open, and he just nailed it. But the celebration time, the game wasn't over.
And you think that was a technical foul, don't you?
More than one. You had the whole bench off the floor, on the floor. Yeah, I think it just surprised the officials, and they just missed it.
Overtime.
But it would have been tragic to lose the game.
Oh, on a celebration like that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
Hunter comes up high, gets it right back. Inside Washington off the glass and good. Curtis Washington gives the Panthers a 2-point lead. He's got 6 points now. Shaq White-Miller hit a huge three late in this game. There's McClanahan doing what he does. The shot is blocked by Washington. And here come the Panthers with another opportunity.
Washington did a great job of rotating over there and getting a piece of that.
White stepped back for that jumper. Harrell on the drive, now brings it back out. There's their guy in the lane, kicks it out. White passed up a 3 for a 2 and knocks it down.
Really smart basketball. given up the 3, as you said, for the 2. This is a big possession now for the Mavs.
He's got 20. A 4-point Georgia State lead. Remember, they've won 11 in a row. Bounce pass inside. Up and good. Good strong move for Brandon Edwards, their preseason third-team All-Sun Belt performer.
And you alluded to this early. That's been there quite a bit because the defense stays out to guard all those shooters.
Now Atkins for 3. A 45% three-point shooter. He's got 7, and it's a 5-point Panther lead. Outler had the hot hand early from that three-point strike. Dowell almost lost it, getting bumped by R.J. Hunter. Now Dowell bounces inside, and a foul called as Brandon Edwards goes up for the dunk. And Edwards, who split 2 very late in regulation, will go back to the line.
Good penetration, pulls the defense. And again, he uses his body well, Tom, in there to position so that you can drop him the ball and he's got a chance to score.
Yep. Tenth in the Sun Belt in points per game. Edwards at 16. 9 for him right now. Curls in. And we're back to a 1-possession ball game. White around the double screen and a foul on Shaq White-Miller. And Devonta White will go back to the free throw line.
See, he's trying to keep him, Shaq White-Miller is trying to keep him on the left side of the floor. And now all of a sudden the Panthers have brought 2 guys up and he has to go over a double screen. He doesn't need to go over the top of that. I mean, he can slide behind it.
Get a little help and then recover.
Because Devontae isn't going to shoot that long-range jump shot going off there.
Not that early in a possession.
No.
Place gets really quiet. Until he makes it. 91-86. 25 for Devonta White. He's also got 4 fouls. Redford Dowell comes around that screen. They do a good job of helping. Now he'll take that long 3. Long rebound and a foul. This will go on R.J. Hunter. And Jamel Outler took one low stomach groin. And I think they both came out of this a little shaken up, and R.J. Hunter has fouled out of this game.
Well, R.J. came up underneath him, and he got hit, but he came up underneath him, and it was an easy call to make.
Yeah. It's a huge loss. Huge loss.
Oh, yeah. With 2 minutes to go. Now it'll be interesting to see. You know, Coach Hunter is unhappy with it, but it's a good call. Now it'll be interesting to see if there's any offensive adjustment by the Panthers
without his son
on the floor. And will the Mavericks make any adjustment? Will they try and trap Harrell more?
Hunter leaves with 31 points. Around and out for Outlaw. Scott Cross took his team to the NCAA tournament. 07-08. He hadn't scored in almost 30 minutes, and Outler knocks that one in. Now Dowell comes out for a quick respite.
That's defense-offensive substitution again.
And Vincent Dillard had a couple good plays for them. Comes in now for that defensive adjustment.
Yeah, he slipped underneath there. This is going to be a screen on the ball and go to the bucket.
Harrell comes around that screen. Here's the drive inside. Kicks it out, and he throws it away. It'll be Mavericks ball with 1:42 left in a 4-point ball game. And Coach, people get caught up now in, I've got to have a three. There's all kinds of time left. You take the first good, if it's a three, but you take the first good shot, right?
You let McClanahan drive the ball to the bucket. You let Edwards post up inside. Sure, you let Dow if he's open without question. Outler, absolutely. You just keep playing.
Roger Dow lost it. Harrell with the spin move into the lane. Yes, and the foul on Shaq White-Miller. 20 for Ryan Harrell as he celebrates in the student section.
Great defense. Jarred the ball loose. How about he kept that ball alive? Now see, in the old days, that would have been a charge.
What's the spin, Arama?
Just unbelievable.
A 6-point game coming up on a minute left.
You're not out of it. You just got to make some plays.
Yell tries to drive, and there's a foul on Harrell, his third. And now with the clock stopped, Roger Dow can go to the free throw line.
Coach Hunter didn't want that foul because you're stopping the clock. You're right. And you're putting the hero at the free throw line where he may get 2 down. Now all of a sudden, again, it's a 4-point game.
5 of 6 from the free throw line. He's got 25. And 26.
Number 1 and number 4 lived up to their billing.
Oh, haven't they? Been a gunfight at the OK Corral. Oh, Edwards tried to get it, got pushed, and it'll belong to the Mavs. Another huge rebound for Brandon Edwards, and a huge opportunity for the UT Arlington Mavs. And now the officials want to talk here. Ron Hunter is not happy with his big man, Curtis Washington.
I don't know what they're reviewing, unless they're just trying to decide who the ball went off.
Trying to make sure they got the call right. Under the last 2 minutes, they can review this, and they are. Who did the ball go off of? And they got the call right. Clearly, that was Curtis Washington that tapped it away.
It was a great job by Edwards. Brandon just did a great job of coming over, avoiding the block out, kept his feet moving.
That's the best angle right there.
See, he just moves from one side to the other. Just did a great job of slipping off of Washington.
They made the right call. Sunbet officials generally do. Now with 1:09 left, a three would be wonderful if you could make one. But again, you don't have to have a three.
Get a bucket.
McClanahan in the lane, hangs, no, Edwards tip, yes! Brandon Edwards tips it in. So they got that 2, and now a foul on Outler. And Devonta White will go back to the free throw line. We've got another cramp here. Marcus Kreider is working on a cramp on that left leg right in front of us.
Walking it off.
He is 11 of 11 from the free throw line. Came up short. Now 11 of 12.
He could still make it a 2-possession game.
TJ Shipes out of Beaufort, Georgia, who's got a lineage of basketball players. I don't have time to tell you all of them. Going from his great-grandfather, who played at Southern Illinois. His dad played at Indiana. Dow wants that shot. He'll take it, top of the circle jumper. Nope. Kreider with the rebound. That's a big one. And a foul.
Dow wanted the shot. And hey, you put the ball in your hero's hands, he's wide open. Just didn't go down for it.
Chet White-Miller will lead with his 5th foul.
He had a marvelous game.
Oh.
Win or lose, he had a marvelous game. And he's got to keep your scores on the floor, though. It'll be interesting to see now who will run that offense.
Kreider is 65% free throw shooter.
McClanahan has a tendency to do that, but I don't think you want McClanahan out there 25 to 30 feet away from the basket.
Kreider signed with Providence out of high school, then went to prep school. And ended up here as he splits the free throws. 95-90. McClanahan, you know where he's going. And that one is blocked, and a blocking foul. And Lonnie McClanahan will go to the line for a pair.
I feel for Coach Hunter on this play. In the old days, but I'll tell you what though, he avoided that charge.
Yeah, he did.
McClanahan did a great job of avoiding it.
20.
Now the question is,
Yep.
how long do you go before you foul, or do you just play it out?
Missed that free throw. He's 9 of 12 from the line now. And they'll foul Harrow.
Not sure that's who you wanted to put at the line.
An 82% free throw shooter.
Not sure you want to put the second best offensive player for the Panthers at the line. And it looks like Coach Cross has the same idea.
Yeah. Harrow 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Whew. Now a 5-point game. He's got 21 points. Season average 18. 5th in the Sun Belt.
Take it down, get a good shot, whatever that means.
A 3, and that was not even close. Oh, what a man's rebound. Edwards lost it. Kreider comes up with it, and they've got a foul now. And that's another guy you don't want to foul. A 79% free throw shooter, Devonta White. And the Georgia State faithful, with 20.4 seconds remaining, starts to celebrate. Jamel Outler has fouled out. White 26 points, 12 of 13 from the free throw line.
If there was an X factor tonight, I think it was him.
Oh yeah.
And he made the biggest shot of his life with that
3 to go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's been terrific at the free throw line as well. There's one of his biggest fans now, R.J. Hunter. They're looking for their 12th consecutive win. 99-91. McClanahan, the runner. Nope, rebound loose. Get it out, and this will do it. White gets fouled with 6.1. What a win for Georgia State. Our Geico go-to player of the game, R.J. Hunter, 31 points. 10 of 23 from the field, 3 rebounds. R.J. Hunter's our Geico go-to player of the game. But this guy would get honorable mention in that one. 100 points.
And you know what? Both teams played hard defensively.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just up and down the floor. And a lot of great moves by both coaches. It was a heck of a basketball game.
21 points in the second half. And the Georgia State crowd is celebrating this win. 12 consecutive wins. The students come out to celebrate with the team. You know what's cool? They love this team. Absolutely love this team at Georgia State.
Before Ron Hunter got here, this team wasn't drawing and they weren't winning. And this man has brought basketball back to this university and has just done an incredible job. His first year here, he won 23 games.
Yeah.
It's just marvelous.
He is celebrating with the students. They walk off the floor winners. Thank you so much for joining us. Sun Belt Conference basketball, wow. We'll be on the air next Saturday, February 8th in Little Rock, Arkansas. Sun Belt Conference basketball action continues. The Hilltoppers, the Red Hot Tops from Western Kentucky, visit the Trojans of Arkansas, Little Rock. Tip-off set, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, right here on the Sun Belt Network. For my partner, the coach, Bob Donewald, I'm Tom Dorr. Final score in overtime.